A very good evening, traders. Welcome to a next episode of Post Market Report.
After our markets closed, we all were expecting gap down Monday morning, and that was mainly due to Trump's actions. His statement of 100% tariff on China that shook markets all over the world. Even gold prices fell significantly. Then Bitcoin, it was around 10% down. So that was the case on Friday night. Over the weekend, sanity returned to Mr. Trump, and some positive news were spread, and that helped our markets to avoid that nosedive. Let's look at today's market summary. India VIX is up around 10%, the kind of volatility, and it has risen up in the morning, and after that whole day it has been at the top levels. Then Nifty 50 is down 58 points, that is 0.23%. There was a gap down significantly. It opened somewhere around 25-200 levels, then it went down in the morning. Then after that, after 2 hours of morning session, it gradually came up. The high made was 250, around 250 or 260 something. Then after that there was a slight profit booking, and finally it closed at 25,227. Coming to other indices, we have Fin Nifty that is up 0.16%, that is 43 points. Then Bank Nifty is almost flat. Nifty IT is quarter to 1% down, that is 0.78% down. And Nifty Pharma is flat. FMCG is 1% down approximately, and auto is flat. Coming to the individual equities, our top performer is Adani Ports with 2% up move. Then we have Bajaj Auto 1.34% up move. Then Bajaj Finance 1.26%, Sriram Finance 1%, and Interglobe Aviation 1%. Then coming to top losers, we have Tata Motors 2.68% down. Then we have Wipro 1.44%, and Infosys 1.4%, Hindustan Unilever 1.4%, and Max Healthcare 1.13%. So we have two equities from IT sector that are down, then one from auto, one from FMCG, and one from pharma index. Let's now continue to the detailed post.
For those who are new to this channel, hi, I am Aryan, a noob trader. I have been trading in the Indian markets for the past 4 years. My trades are based solely on technical analysis, which includes price action, chart patterns, support, resistance, and trend lines. Before I proceed further, let me give you guys a standard disclaimer. I am not a SEBI registered analyst. The equities shown in this video are solely for educational purposes. I do not provide any buy or sell levels. Neither do I recommend anyone to trade on my analysis. I have a right to be wrong, and I love being wrong. Please consult your financial advisor before taking any positions. Wishing you a happy trading.
We have opened up Nifty 50 on 1 hour time frame as usual. Today is 13th of October, and after the weekends we were expecting a gap down. We were expecting a severe gap down when the weekend started, that is on Saturday. It was mainly due to Trump statements of 100% tariff on China, and there were some more to go. So with that, as already discussed in the market summary, so we were expecting a heavy gap down. However, as the weekend progressed, there were some positive news, and so this somewhat lowered our fall, and that is evident in today's price action. Nifty opened up at somewhere around 25,180 levels. In the morning when I saw it went up to, I saw it up to 25,200 levels. So it was a gap down of around 80 points, as the Nifty was indicating. Then it took support, and in the initial 3 hours, it was range bound in this between the initial candle. Then slowly and gradually it started going up. However, in the last hours of the session, it made a high of around 25 to 60 to 70. It is on Friday's closing level. It reached up to there, and there it found supply, which is seen in this candle. You can see the high tail on this upper high tail. That is somewhat like a shooting star pattern. Though the first candle is also somewhat like shooting star pattern, but it has got some body. However, this candle is totally shooting star, and also at this level, it has found resistance. So we can expect prices to go down a bit in the upcoming days. However, I am not sure if that will happen. That was all for Nifty 50. Now let's move on to our sectoral indices. For that, as usual, I will open up my all indices chart, and we are currently watching 15 minutes time frame. On 15 minutes time frame, if we see Nifty 50 on 15 minutes, it was range bound for the whole day. Then only in the last 1 hour or 1.5 hours, there was a breakout. However, this breakout could not sustain as it found supply at the higher levels. Then coming to Bank Nifty, Bank Nifty was quite good. Initially it started with a rally, then it was range bound. Like Nifty 50, it also gave a slight breakdown towards the end. However, that breakdown was sold into. Coming to Auto Index initial candle was a doji type, big tails on the both side. Then after that, it shot up like anything. It went up to previous day's high. There it found high selling pressure. Then it came way down to opening level. Then for the whole day, it traded inside this range. The range formed. It was slightly going up. Then towards the end, it saw a selling pressure and then came down. Closing somewhat at the center of this range also. at yesterday's closing level, and we can say it was flat. FMCG saw selling pressure at some time. I saw some FMCG stocks like Hindustan Unilever, then ITC, all were in red, and that is evident in index price action. Initial candle was a green one, but then after that the fall started. It kept on falling till late afternoon, after which it consolidated at this lower levels. Nifty IT saw selling pressure. It started with a gap down, then it came down initially, then there was somewhat V-shaped recovery we can see. However, the recovery part of the V is not as steep as the fall was. However, it is quite good that it has tried to recover almost all, not 100%, but almost 90% we can say it has recovered of the downfall today. Then for Pharma Index was range bound for the whole day in a tight range of around, we can say 100 points. 100 points in Pharma Index ranges is around 0.5%. So it was range bound in 0.5%. So if we conclude today's sectoral indices, Bank Nifty was the outperformer, followed by we can see outperformance in Nifty IT, which saw outperformance only in the late afternoon. I guess this late afternoon rally is due to some news that India and US are negotiating over the trade deals. Then our good performer are auto and pharma, which are flat, and dragger of the market is FMCG. Now let's look at some of the top performing equity. For that, we will start from top losers. We will be watching 15 minutes time frame. On 15 minutes time frame, our top loser is Tata Motors with a fall of 2.68% fall. I guess I will have to extend this parallel downward sloping parallel channel. Remember, somewhere previously I had anticipated that it may break this channel, then from there it may rise. It rose, but only it found resistance to the upper part of this parallel channel, from where it came down, and now it is again trading in the lower end of this channel. So for almost around for whole of October, Tata Motors is falling, and it has fallen approximately from 732 to 658, around 13 to 15% it has fallen. 13% we can say. And with this fall, let me see where it has come up. Let's move to 1 hour time frame. On 1 hour time frame, we can see it is at a very good support level. Is it a good buy? Is it a good buy? Considering the support, we can say yeah, it is a good buy. We can accumulate it. However, if we get prices any more further down, we can surely buy it. Then our next loser is Wipro from IT sector, which is 1.5% down approximately. And with this 1.5% down, it opened with a gap down. Then for the whole range, it was coming down, also finding support at 244 levels, 245 levels. Somewhat we can form a, we can say, descending triangle. Somewhat we can draw a descending triangle. With this fall, we are quite at a good place. It is a good, it is at a good support level. Then our next loser is Hindustan Unilever, which is again 1.5% approximately down, and it has been falling for the whole day. It started with a fall, and for the whole day it has been falling. And with this fall, it has come near its support. This is support. After breakout, this is the support for a long time. If we draw a pattern, up move and pull back, up move, pull back, up move, pull back, up move, pull back, and then here started the lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower low, lower high, lower low, and now it is consolidating at this level. Can we expect prices to break down this level? The way it is coming down, we can expect prices to break down, and if this breaks down, we can see levels of 2400, or somewhere it may take support at 2460, but the major support is at 2400 levels itself. Then our next top loser is Infosys from IT sector. IT sector, as the IT index performed, initially gap down, then downfall, then after that somewhat V-shaped recovery. Similar pattern is in Infosys. Then after that, we will look at Power Grid, which is 1% down, and it is second day of fall of Power Grid, and Power Grid Corporation is falling in a downward sloping parallel channel. You can see yesterday's downward sloping parallel channel that had support. Today it is now acting as a resistance. See, however, towards the end, it tried to break down. It tried to break out of this channel. Let's see what is the performance in the upcoming days. Now it's time to look at the top gainers. Our top gainer is Adani Enterprises, which is it is Adani Ports, which is 2% up, and this 2% up started from the morning. So in the afternoon, it was a slight profit booking. However, profit booking was not much, and it closed at around highest point of the day to 1440 levels. Then our next top gainer is Bajaj Auto. Bajaj Auto is 1.3% up, and it is major up move came in the initial hours, after which it traded in a rectangular box. Then our next top gainer is Bajaj Finance, which is 1.26% up. The whole day it was consolidation with a slight positive bias. Only in the last hours of the session, we can see a breakout of this zone. And with this breakout, it is now officially above this upward sloping parallel channel. Then our next top gainer is Hero Motocorp, which is 1% up. Initially, it went up, then there was a pullback, then it managed to move past previous high. However, then it faced selling pressure and then came way back at the previous high level. So that was for Hero Motocorp. After that, our next performer is Sri Ram Finance. And Sri Ram Finance has been moving up for the whole day. Initial candle was a big green one. Then with small candles, it has been gradually going up. Then for from early afternoon to towards late till end of the session, it was range bound with small candles. Though a big green candle was formed, it was engulfed in the next red candle itself. Only towards the end of the day, we see a slight rally. With this, it closed at the upper end of this afternoon range. So that was all about today's market analysis. Let's now quickly wrap up.
That was all about today's report. Please like this video and subscribe the channel to get notifications of latest videos. Bye bye traders. See you in the next report. Adios amigo. Powering off.